So, you know how women have these get-togethers, and it's usually dressing in pink for Jesus, those types of gathering. Um, it would be very cool to participate in that. The issue is that the women are still dressing like the world, this tight stuff, short stuff, revealing stuff, and you are causing yourself to resemble the world. It's like, oh my goodness, I thought we were meeting for the Most High, and you are contradicting yourself by dressing immodestly. It's like, I thought this was a modest thing, a modest gathering for women. And because of that, it's very difficult to associate with that, because I'm not going to compromise that, and you shouldn't either. And just thinking about how your actions not only affect yourself, but they affect other people, and making sure that you're not leading anybody astray. Because when you dress like that, you are showing other people that it's okay to dress like that or to act like that and still follow the Most High. And that's not the case. You cannot compromise. There's no compromising, and you can't serve two masters. You can't serve the world and serve the Most High at the same time. You literally have to make that choice and stick to that one choice. The Most High takes everything seriously, and we are to take the Most High and everything that He tells us seriously as well. And being obedient is very important. Very, very important. It's so many women, that don't understand that. And let me just say this too, because I've had a lot of people in my comments talk about some men do this too. Yes, men can do this too, but I'm talking about women, because I hang around women. I see women, more than I see men. And I'm not saying that men don't do it. I'm just focusing on women right now. How you present yourself is what you attract. If you present yourself as the world, you're going to attract the world. If you present yourself righteously, you're going to attract righteousness, righteous people. And we all have growing to do, and that is inevitable. You have to grow. You have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. And it's a lot of women who would disagree with me, and that's fine. But, being modest is, like I said before, is for protection. And it's very important. Very important. You don't want to send different messages and be confusing. You want to be very clear in who you serve. You either serve the world or you serve the Most High. You're either the wheat or the tare. Don't be the tare, because the wheat and the tare look so much alike. Don't be the tare thinking, don't operate as the tare thinking that you're the wheat, if I said that right. So that's one thing. And another thing also is what this male-centered thing is. I don't know what that is, right? But completely, I'll say. But I think it has something to do with women who want to be pleasing to the Most High and to their future husbands. I am not ashamed to say that I want to be married, and I'm not ashamed to say that I want to honor and obey my husband, my future husband, because my future husband is literally a physical representation of how I would treat the Most High and how I treat the Most High. So if I'm just acting any kind of way, if I'm talking to my future husband disrespectfully, that's how I am treating the Most High. Right? It's an order, it's a set order. The Most High, husband, wife, and children. And it's a lot of people who want to do things out of order. I'm not the type of woman to argue. I'm not going to argue with a man, especially my husband. No. And I know he wouldn't lead me in wickedness. So I'm very good at being quiet and shutting up, so for lack of better words, right? Not needing to say everything that comes to my mind and not having to have the last word. That is so detrimental. And if you have a problem, or you want to make something known, you can respectfully say that. It's always a righteous way, a respectful way to speak. You don't have to be disrespectful. You don't have to be argumentative, dramatic, chaotic. You don't have to do all that. You can just simply say, hey honey, this is what it is, blah blah blah, respectfully. And I can understand, some things can be just like, oh my goodness, this makes me so angry. But you have to die to yourself, and you have to pray and ask the Most High to help you to be honorable and respectful in all your ways, especially when you're married. I'm not married yet, but because I want to be a wife, I want to operate as a wife before I am a wife, and that is so important. So important. You're practicing to where you can perform righteously, and that is it. So not every woman is going to agree with me, and I'm not looking for that. It's not about likes. It's not about how I feel. It's about what the word says, and the word is very clear about women having meek and quiet spirits, being honorable and righteous, and submitting yourselves to your husband. The Most High is very clear about that. So I just wanted to share that. So I hope you could hear and understand, and I hope you seek the Most High for yourself, and you prove all things for yourself, and you look into the word to where you can have a better understanding, not leaning on to your own understanding, but asking the Most High to give you the understanding of his word. So anyway, bye. Thank you for watching, and thank you for liking.